So, 15 people pay two quid, so that's 30 United Kingdom. 14 multiplied by 4, it's £56 United Kingdom. And 6 people pay 30, which is 30 UK pounds. Add all that together, and what do we get? 116, okay? So that's a bunch of you pay 116 quid each, okay? Now, Neve contributed €5 per week. This means she's responsible for a fraction of 5 out of 116. Therefore, that's what fraction of the prize she would win if she was to win the prize. So what's the prize? 3.77 million. So it's going to be 3, and then it's going to be 770,000. Okay, we put all that into the calculator, and anybody get there before me? Somebody with a loud projection. I might say that this person got €162,500. Yeah. Yeah. Hi guys. Any questions about that? Okay. Neve returns to Ireland and exchanges 150,000 sterling for euro. The exchange rate is this much. Find correct nearest euro how much money she received. So, which one's the bigger number, sterling or euro? Because €100 will be actually 87 sterling. So, what should happen is you'll end up with a bigger number. They're worth the same amount, but you end up with a bigger number. So you have two choices. You can multiply or divide. So whichever one you choose, it has to make it bigger. So which one are you going to choose, division or multiplication? In this case, it's division. Because multiplication actually makes it smaller. Right, so what do we get then? 150,000 divided by 0.87. And you get 172,414 euro. So we divide it and we get 172,414 euro. Okay. If we just exchange the remainder of her prize money for US dollars. So what was the remainder of her prize money? She won 162,500 UK and 12,500 UK. Is that right? So 12,500 UK remains. On a given day, the exchange rate from euro to sterling is this much, and for dollars, euro to dollars is this much. Find the sterling to dollar exchange rate and write your answer in the form this much, and hence calculate the amount she can receive in dollars. Okay, dokie. So it's hard. Let's zone in on keywords. You're looking for sterling to dollars. Okay with that? Looking for sterling to dollars. Right? So here's what I recommend. You go for 1 sterling, right? So 1 sterling. Okay? You change that into euro. Are you expecting a bigger number than 1 or a smaller number than 1? Bigger. So you can either divide by 0.87 or you can multiply by 0.87. What's your choice? Why don't you test them both out and see whichever one is bigger? I know it's 1 divided by 0.87. Okay? Now this means that your answer is 1.149425. Hi guys, is that alright? Now you can see I sort of overdone the decimals a little bit. Okay? Now, you have this much euro. How do you change euro into dollars? How do you change euro into dollars? Now, you either multiply by 1.19 or you divide it by 1.19. How do you know which one you're going to do? Are you expecting, is dollars a bigger number or a smaller number than euro? Bigger. So whichever choice makes it bigger. Which choice makes it bigger? Multiply in this case will make it bigger. Once again, test both of them. Whichever one works, use it. So I'm going to get 1.149425, and I'm going to multiply that by 1.19. And what do we get? 1.37 is your answer. Okay, and that's dollars. So what's UK? What's one UK equal to then? You go all the way across, and one UK equals $1.37, and then all you gotta do then is change your 12,500 into $1.37, and then you get 12,500 multiplied by 1.37. Would you like to try another one of them right now yourselves? All right, we'll do it now. Okay. I was asked quickly just about some of our currency conversions. Okay. Now, for example, see the way we know that we looked this up online. This is given. 1 sterling equals $1.41. Is that okay? Now, what happens if you divide both sides by 1.41? What would happen? So what's 1 sterling divided by 1.41? See the way it's 0.71? And that's what you get over here then. 0.71 sterling equals $1. See the way if you divide the currency on both, if you divide the number that isn't 1 on both sides, you can convert it back into $1 versus some amount of pounds. Okay. The next thing we're going to ask you guys is the following. Okay. 1 US dollar is 109.19 yen, Japanese yen. Okay. You guys leave it here alone. $1 is 109.16 yen. What I'm asking you guys is, how can you convert 1 English pound into yen? How would you do that? So, given that you know the following information, you know this information here and this information here. So, how would you get from pounds to yen? So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn a pound into a dollar. So, how did you do that? That's at 1.14. Then, how do you turn dollars into yen? Which one's bigger, yen number or dollar number? So you multiply it by 109.16. So what happens when you multiply by 109.16? What do you get? You should get 153.91, yeah, or 92. And if you look down, actually came out slightly differently online. That's because of random. See the way I only have it round up to 2 decimal places? Online they don't round off, so that's why there's a slight difference. Does that make sense? So that means that actually while we're here, because I made that mistake, I'm going to take advantage of it. Okay, and here's the deal. I'm going to get 153.92. All right. Next thing we're going to do is percentage error. Might as well while we're here. What's the percentage error of my calculation, which is in green, versus the internet's? What's the percentage error? So what's the formula for percentage error? No, that's when you're doing a statistical analysis. That's margin of error. Yeah, it's the amount you're off. So it's error divided by true value multiplied by 100. So what's the error? But what should it be? So how far am I out? I'm out 10 cent or 10 yen units, whatever they're called. So did everybody agree I'm out 0.10? Yeah? If I take the yellow one, green away from yellow, I get 0.10, don't I? What's the true value? The yellow or the green? The yellow is what I looked up online. And then I multiply that by 100, and that will give me my percentage error. Okay, so look, we turned that question into our advantage there because there was an error and because we had decimal errors. And the error is 0.065 of a percent. 0.0, no, that's actually not 6.5%, believe it or not, because we already multiplied by 100. So it's 0.065%. All right. All right, let's move on to the next question. What's the next question about, Dylan? So every fortnight. So how much per year? All right, and what you get? 2185 multiplied by 26, and we get 56,810. Okay, and then we're not even asked to do that yet. That's just us jumping the gun, really. Gross income is 56,810. So I actually haven't answered part. I'm actually answering the wrong one. Oh, once done per fortnight. Oh, so annoying. Alright, never mind. My fault. I have to divide this by 26 and that by 26. That makes sense? So we have to divide 3302 divided by 26. And that's 127 for the tax credits. And what is the cutoff? What's it? 35,306, 308 divided by, what do you say? 1,358. Okay, now we can go into our routine. All right. We're just after tax, aren't we? So gross income is 2,185. All right. How much is taxed at 20%? Now we have to break it up into 1,358 of it gets taxed at 20%. And what does the remainder get taxed at? 40. So 2,185 is 1,358. You get 827, and that gets charged at 40%. %40 of that. What you get for 20% of 1,358? 271.6. All right. Now, and that's tax at. Yeah, and tax at 40. Yeah. What's your gross tax? Gross tax is how much tax you're meant to pay. You add the two of them together. What happens when you add the two of them together? Alrighty. 1,602.40. All right, John, what's the point of tax credits? Yeah, it's tax you're not going to pay. You're meant to pay 1,602.40, but there's 127 euros worth you're not going to pay. So minus 127, and you get 1,475.40, and that gives you your income tax, which is how much tax you actually pay. 12427. Sorry, 75. You okay with that? All right. You have to learn all those things off by heart. You have to know what order they come in, how to do it. Okay. Not yet, because I would normally, but only once the income tax. What you say? No, I added the two of them together. The gross tax comes from adding. Whoa. Yeah, sorry, I'm wrong. Sorry, lads. Sorry, guys, made a mistake there. So wrong. Add the two blue ones together, and what you get? 602. Yeah, sorry about that, Sam. 602.40, and take away 127. What you get? What's 475 points? Oh, there we go. Don't know what's happened there. Alright, so that's your income tax now, yeah? That's tax you're gonna pay. What's part 3 say? Oh, this one. We're here now, are we? Yeah. Alright. Our total amounts to €72.27. Alright. 0.5% of 462. So multiply 462 by 0.05%. What you get? 462 multiplied by 0.0. Oh, sorry, 0.5%. Just 0.5 and press the percentage button. Where's the percentage button? No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Shift percentage button. Anybody get €2.31? Alright. What happens next then? It says like 2%. So her next €303. Oh, so it's not like 10. Yeah. Her next €303 gets charged at 2%. So it's €303 multiplied by 2%. Tough question. And we get €6.06. Okay. Now we know how much money she makes, don't we? How much money does she make every week? Every 2 weeks, I mean. It says at the beginning of the question. 2185. Gross, right? 2185. How much of it has been taxed? So what do we need to take away from 2185? We need to take away the money that's already been charged. So we need to take away those blue bits to see the part that hasn't been charged yet. So 2185 minus 462 minus 303. There is €1,420 worth that we haven't paid any tax on. Now we're about to multiply this by an unknown percentage. Would you agree with that? And it equals something. Now here's the deal. That's 2.31. That's 6.06. But what do we know about this part here? How much does she pay in total? €72.27. So what number goes in the yellow region? What number goes in here to make that work? And it is. Why don't we take them away? Yeah, 63.9. Alright, and that gives us that amount there. Now Matthew, I had to figure out that 63.9 is a certain percentage of 1420. So how do I find that out then? So get your 63.9 divided by 1420. That gives you the fraction. How do you turn fractions into percentages? Yeah, if you got 10 out of 20 in the exam, you'd multiply that by 100 to convert it into 50%. So essentially you have 63.9 of 1420, but to convert that into percentage you need to multiply by 100. So you do that and you find out what percentage the last one is. Now we actually know the amount is €63.09, but we're about to find out what percentage it is. So what you got, Matthew? Yeah, probably 4.5. Yeah, it is 4.5, which is actually correct. 4.5%. Very difficult question. X equals 4%. Cool. Oh, lovely. Now we're finally at the home stretch to take home pay, right? What's 4% of her gross salary? So 2185 multiplied by, and what's that? 87 euro and 40 cents. All right, let's think about this. How much money did she have at the start, gross tax wise? Oh, sorry, gross income wise. What did she have? 2185. How much tax did she have to pay? 475.40. Yeah. How much USC did she have to pay? Anybody? USC? That's the 72 euro and yeah. And finally, how much PRSI did she have to pay? And then at the very end, what's the answer at the very bottom? Take home pay or net income, whichever one you want to call it. I'll just call it net income because it says take home pay in the question, so it's not relevant. So get that and take away all that. You guys do this in business, but who does business math here anyway? Right, is it similar to that? Is it? 1,549 euro and 93 cents. There you go.